Hey there, my fellow vampire lords. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Rearranging. Episode 20, Outfitting Our Servants with the Best We Have. So I'm going to leave this processing for now. So I get a bunch of sludge-filled canisters. And what I'm going to quickly do is farm Tech's scrap for Ancestral Forge. Now, the area that I was last, if we take a look at Gloomrot, radium alloy and tech scrap can be found in the machine factory where I was at a kind of pretty good drop rates. So that would be a good place to farm where Ziva was. So I'll go back to Ziva's stomping grounds. And this zone is primarily like... You've got the, like, the dudes with, like, flamers and tasers. Oh, God, flesh golem. And then you've got the humans that are, like, fighting them back with their high-tech stuff. And the tech scrap's going to be dropped off of not the mutants. Oh, boy. Max, run! Ouch. Well, I technically already have enough tech scrap for the project. Girl, you crazy. With arms like that, I bet it gives good hugs. Oh, God. Horse, run! Oops, he killed me.
This cannot be the end.
Might not have been him. It might have been one of the little mutants. Yeah, it was one of the little rat horrors that, like, just ganked me. It was right next to the vampire waygate, so it did damage to my armor. But given that I'm in a new zone, new biome, and new act, I'm going to be outgrowing my armor really soon, so it's not a problem. I don't care. Let's get revenge! How about I just eat you? Down you go. So I already have the tech scrap I need. I don't really need to farm more. I just want to get the forge up and going. So let's get that going. Improving the base was the priority, and that's what I'm working on. But I had to come out here for it. Bit of a waste of Blood Moon, but oh well, don't care. I wasn't really in the position to take on anyone big anyway. Blood beam versus fire beam. What kills faster? Yeah. Those fire beams hurt a lot. And one of the recipes I am missing is the resistance of fire recipe. And trust me, I feel it. So we got the tech scrap. We got the sludge-filled canister. So I just need to move some sulfur over. And we will have more radium alloy. And then the actual forge requires 16 iron, which is in here. I'm actually going to pull all the ingredients from that for now. So we don't end up burning up our resources that we are relying on. So I was only able, with the tech scrap I have, to make 4 more radium, but I think that's enough. At least for the forge itself. Now, the weapon that I have to recast might require radium, we'll see. And then the last thing I needed was primordial essence. which means I should make another one. So here it is, the Ancestral Forge. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of rearrangement. So the ancestral forge can go in here. Nice. So the way these work is you put a shattered weapon in, and you can reforge it. So let's grab all of our shattered weapons and make us a shattered weapon box. And taking a look at the recipes, I'll put in this one. So this one requires 5 more radium than I currently have, a greater blood essence, and a merciless iron sword for a level 20 weapon, which is 2 points higher than my merciless iron reaper. So we have the ancestral forge, but it wasn't voted that I improved my gear, so I'm going to leave this here for now, for when improving my gear gets, you know, voted on again. And with that in mind, what do I work on next? Do you want me to work on ancestral weapons, or do you want me to go hunt bosses, etc., etc.? It'll be up to you. There is one small thing I wanted to do while I wait for you guys to vote, which is to plant some trees out front. One of the advantages, if you're wondering, or my opinion, but one of the advantages of planting trees is it can be a natural sunblock. So I'm going to start, anytime I have like tree seeds, I'm going to start planting trees starting at the top of my stairs. It's mostly just for the aesthetics. But, you know, it's something I want to do anyway, so we're gonna do it. That way, this looks less like a rundown castle and more like an estate. At some point. Do I have enough silver to shop? Probably not a whole lot of it. But there are things I can do to increase my silver, which I will consider if you guys vote for that, which it seems like you're going to, so that may change. Okay, so we planted some trees. Nice. Let's get back to it. Improving gear could fall into the whole like grind for blueprints, if that's what you were wondering. I do have a sawmill going for the I don't really need planks, but mostly for the sawdust, so that I can turn those into books and scrolls. So I'm already kind of working on that, as you can see. And then we have flour grinding for the coarse threads. So I am trying to get as many of the blueprints as I can. It's just a lengthy process. It requires a lot of grinding. Just realized I don't have any rats. Alright, here we go. Another blueprint. Pendant of the Warlock. There it is. Alright, looks like we're going to improve gear. So, taking a look at the shattered weapons that I've got going on right now. The only one that I really benefit from at the moment would be the broadswords. Because the only merciless weapon blueprints I have are Reaper and broadswords. right? Oh, no, I have great swords. No, I take that back. So I'm going to have you guys decide what shattered weapon to repair. Rod, sword, great sword. And to break down the poll here, my broadswords are chill, whirlwind chills. And my great swords are either condemn cleaver or blood leech cleaver. So, regardless of that, for me to be able to get more, I need tech scrap for the radium. Because I have lots of everything else. So, back to the gloom for tech scrap. But also, taking a look at my blood count. Let's see. I'll take an enchanted brew, brew of ferocity, one of the sun brews, and scholar blood. You know, I didn't mean to drink the silver. Oh, I jumped to the wrong spot. No, this will do. While we're here, let's check out some of the other locations that are within this zone for whether or not they have good tech scrap drop rates. Okay, we've got a lot of people coming in. Blood reserves are low, so I'm about to be frailed. Really not a big deal. I don't reset. And one of them was a 75er, so I could just use his blood and save the scholar blood for later. But one really good source of resources for like books and whatnot is the villages that have scrolls and sometimes they'll have radium ore and also fish and stuff like that. So farming anywhere indoors can be really beneficial. Oh, he's the 75er. Let's drink him. Hey, guy. Perfect. And you guys want the chilling broadsword. So that's the weapon I'm going to be fixing up. Crimson Templar boots. Not bad. Nothing, huh? Let's see if that's true. Oh, yeah. No, you told the truth. I got nothing from you. Who knew humans could be honest? It's weird, right?
Purifiers, save us! Slayers, help!
Ooh. Plant seeds too. So we're already up to 88 tech scrap. I'd like to... 90 would be like 2 batches of radium. So that would be better than where I'm at now. And it seems like I just stumbled my way into a V-Blood fight. Because V-Blood fight sound, or music is, unique. Although I don't see her yet. I don't tractor me. You know what? Fine, you want to tractor me? Enjoy. Oh, there she is. Domina the Blade Dancer. Given the time of day and the fact that I'm already hurt, I'm not looking to start this fight just yet. But if you're wondering, she would be the next obvious person to unlock, and she gives whip blueprints, a castle teleporter, like... Oh, shoot. Letting you teleport between castles. And a better grinder and a storm spell point.
Come, sit, stay.
Nah, no thanks. You ain't my boss. Like, I'm just, like, casually kiting her. Honestly, at this point, I should just fight her. Except for there's, like, no shade anywhere. And needless to say, it's a pretty bad idea to pick a V-Blood fight, like, in close quarters, because a lot of the V-Bloods are really dangerous in close quarters.
You're all mine.
So fighting them point blank is generally a bad idea for most of them.
You're all mine.
Alright, go away. No, I'm not playing. Stop it. Go reset. Yeah, there we go.
Damn it! Not again!
Oh, 100% villager. Okay, that,
Thoughts are mine today. You are under my command.
that's worth grabbing. Don't die, man. There we go.
Your mind is mine to control.
Bye, villager. Enjoy your prison cell.
This cell is just for you.
Okay, I want at least 2 more tech scrap before I return home, so that I can make 2 batches of radium. So I'm gonna be stubborn and sit here until I get... There we go, I just got it. Okie dokie. Let's return home and get one of my ancestral weapons repaired. And then also, probably gonna turn that dude into... That's a good question. I'll have you guys decide whether he's a servant or a blood donor. Worker blood, if you're wondering, is like resource gathering blood, but they can make for good servants too. Because workers are kind of like incognito, so they arouse less suspicion when deployed as fighters. So, what to do with the worker, blood donor, or servant? You guys can choose. So as far as shattered weapons go, one is bonus spell power and one is attack speed. I'm going to go bonus spell power because I seem to be casting a lot more than just straight attacking. So for this we need a greater blood essence and 6 radium. We'll get the radium going now. Can we see what they are for a worker beforehand? I think if I subdue him and walk him over to one of the, let's see.
Human minds bend to my will.
Gloomrot Hunter increases the amount of loot secured from successful hunts in Gloomrot by 20%. And then Humble Appearance reduces difficulty by 100 when infiltrating settlements. Ultimately, the strength of your servants are purely based upon their gear rating. So like a worker at 500 and a brute at 500, they're both 500s. It makes no functional difference what class they are. Which is why I have zero hesitation making a worker into a servant. If you guys want, and that seems to be the case. So, let's go do that. And then maybe deploy them out into the Gloomrot once they convert. So you'll be out in 6 minutes, and we'll do a giveaway for the new guy. So raffle timer's up. Good luck. So one of the things I am missing in order to make the better sword, I had realized, is I don't yet have a Merciless Iron Sword, so we need to make one of those as well. So the Merciless Iron Sword is going to require 3 planks and 3 essences. Cool. There we go, into the smithy, and that will only take a second. Next up, we need to acquire the 6 radium alloy and another greater essence. So I've got the radium alloy, and the greater essences we'll pluck from over here. And then we just reforge. And bada bing, bada boom, we've got ourselves our first ancestral weapon. So now our gear level's up to 63. Awesome. All right. With the gear level increased, I don't think I have spent enough time working on my gear, so I would like to show some other ways to improve gear as well. Before polling for new priorities. So how much course thread do we have? 38? That's not a lot. Before I do the gear improvement, it would also behoove me to get a set of gear for the new servant, so that they can be deployed out and have a hope to succeed in the Gloomrot region. So the current priority I'm going to say is make a set of gear for the worker. And the best thing I can make at the moment is like the Dark Magus stuff, which starts with the Hollowfang stuff. So we'll have cotton yarn and wool thread. I don't have a lot of wool thread, so that's kind of the bottleneck worry. So in order to make more wool thread, that's coarse thread and cloth. But I'm using my coarse thread for bookbinding. So there's a bit of a bottleneck with that. What I can do subsequently is sacrifice some of the extra flowers I have that I'm not really using for alchemy to turn it into coarse thread. So I'm going to do that. So I will keep a stack of every type of flower in there and grind the rest up. And this will yield a whole lot of pollen, which will allow me to make more coarse thread. But we have a little bit of coarse thread, to be fair. I have 43 of it. Where did this even come from? So coarse thread, in order to make wool thread, we need coarse thread and cloth. So we'll make some wool cloth And we need 12 of it, I think. So I need just 6 more. Some of the other things we'll need is the pendant, which can be relatively expensive, and then the weapon. And in the case of the weapon, it might even be possible... I don't think we have enough for ancestral weapon, but it might be worth trying to grind what we need for a new ancestral weapon, so that the servant is particularly high-level gear, so that they have a really good success chance going into Gloomrot, because Gloomrot is a much harder zone than the previous zones, even with the humble appearance modifier that makes it easier. Okay, so there's the full set of Holophane. Perfect. The rest is thread. I think I'm going to bring upstairs and bookbind with it. And the new person is going to be All Day Daisy. So congrats. So at the very least, I can make Merciless iron sword for the new person. So we'll grab 3 planks, 3 essence, and a sapphire. And then we'll do the pendant next. And let's make another Primal Blood. Oh, I needed 3 essence, not 1. Tannering, thank you for the resub. So, I don't think I have the radium for another ancestral weapon, because I only have 24 tech scrap. What I think what I'll do is I will see about the success chance to deploy All Day Daisy at her current level, and then if she doesn't require she doesn't have the gear level high enough to survive, I will work to improve it. So now that we have that, let's do Dark Magus stuff for chest, pants, boots, which is iron and thick leather. I might not have enough thick leather. Oh, I do. And in this case, I'll probably end up wearing the new stuff and giving her the old stuff, because my gear breaks, hers doesn't. So it helps to keep my own gear from shattering or being ruined. Boop, 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 boop. So she's going to be dressed identically to me, just wearing my hand-me-downs. And the last thing we wanted was the gem around her neck. And... well, first things first, we'll make the Scourge Stone. And then we'll pick what variety to make after we have that. Let's do another Ignite. Oh, don't have 3 Amethyst. We will do... well, I could probably make an Amethyst. Oh, not on there. Actually, I don't have the... did I not unlock that? Thought I already got that. Maybe I never made the gem. Gem cutting table. Did I really ever build a gem cutting table? I mean, I don't see one here, so... yeah, it stands to reason I don't have a gem cutting table. Copy that. I'll get that. I don't really care what amulet I make for her specifically, because it doesn't really matter. So whatever I can do. Miststone, sapphire. I got a lot of miststone, so we'll just do miststone. Ooh boy, I don't have the glass, and I definitely don't have the quartz. So in order to get this fully up and running, I'm gonna need to get a little bit of quartz. Luckily, quartz is pretty easy to grab. Quartz mine was... Oh, quartz was up here. Where was quartz again? Why am I blanking on... It was the... okay, it's right there. Showcase worker blood? I don't have worker blood to showcase. We turned the worker into a servant, so... Therefore, I never harvested the blood. Oh, so much sun.
Veins of the mortal realm, reveal yourselves.
Ow, y'all need to chill. Such a rude reception. Alright, so this is the quartz mine just ahead. We'll farm a little bit of quartz and bring that home to make another pendant. Quit bombing me. Ow. Lakiwa and Trilon, thank you for the resubs. As I walk through fire. So I didn't need a whole lot of quartz. I had like 6 of 12. So we're pretty close to what I need. I'm not trying to be careful, like not setting myself on fire. I'm just doing this quick and dirty. I'm gonna assume that my mace is less efficient. Let's see, it does 13. Yeah, my sword is gonna be more efficient than the mace. The mace has a 25% gain for harvesting stuff like quartz, but my sword is more than 25% stronger, so it doesn't help to use the more efficient tool as a result. Come on, give me a bucket of quartz. Or not. Better frostback jewel. Okay, I'm gonna say probably have enough quartz to get what I need. Let's head back, get it smelted, and get that servant named after All Day Daisy, and then deployed into somewhere in the Gloomrot. Unless, of course, they don't have enough gear level to survive Gloomrot, and then we'll need to make them an ancestral weapon. Oh. Nice. 20 quartz and glass. Forward! Forward! What are you you're trying to kill me, horse? Ah! Regicidal horse. I think I actually picked up enough glass that I don't even need to smelt. Oh no, this was what I had on me. Never mind. Alright, we'll have that in just a moment. Hey, Max. Max the Mad, thank you for the resub. Your horse appreciates it. Oh, I put the sulfur away. Wrong direction. Rainbug, thanks for the resub too. Alright, we got the glass. It's worth noting that if All Day Daisy really can't hack it in the new harder zone, sending her to get quartz might not be a bad idea, given that that seems to be, at the moment, a bit of a bottleneck.
You will carry out my will.
So, gear level 59. Let's see if that is enough to survive a Gloomrot deployment, and if not, then I'll try to gear up a little bit more. 58% chance of survival. This zone does benefit from humble appearance, so 100% chance to survive the Rustlock village for tech scrap. Daisy's on her way. So I didn't even need the weapon. No problem. All right, what I wanted to do next is use old coins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old coins and turn them into silver to increase my buying power, so that I can try to fill out some of the blueprints that I'm missing, even though I know that I'm going to, like, tech out of those blueprints soon. I just wanted to show this as, like, a game mechanic before I get too far. So putting everything away, and then we'll head on out. Oh, my grinder's not that way. It's going to be a minute before I remember that I moved it. Oh, man, that is a lot of pollen, though. Coarse thread, here we come. Once I get back home, we're going to have buckets of coarse thread. So, what I wanted to do is to spend my copper first. So, there's a way... There's other ways to turn your, like, copper into higher level materials, but I don't have access to the later on ways, so I'm going to show you the way that I have access to now. 89, you say? The trouble here is I'm so much higher level than them that I have to be very gentle. So I'm unarmed right now. Because if I hit them with an actual weapon, they'll just get, like, insta-smoked.
Thoughts are mine. You are under my command. Your
So he
mind
is a brute.
mine to control.
What to do with the brute? Blood donor or servant? It'll be up to you. But either way, they're getting teleported home. Bye, bud.
I hope you like rats.
Gotta find it so funny when he says that. I hope you like rats, which is like, haha, that's what you're be eating.
Veins of the mortal realm, reveal yourselves.
So, when you're trying to turn your copper into silver,
Won't try.
here's what I like to do. Buy lumberjack axes. I'll explain soon. Or I'll show you why soon. Onward. You can also buy miner's maces. Effectively, they're the same as lumberjack axes for what I intend to do with them. But yeah, if you end up finding yourself with like loads and loads and loads of copper, and you don't have anything to spend it on, because I really don't. I don't have any research desk blueprints to unlock left, so there aren't any books for me to bother to buy, and therefore I want to spend my coins somehow, and ideally I want to turn my copper into silver, so I'm using these guys to do just that.
Wanna trade?
So here's miner's maces. Bring this stuff home, and then we'll go shopping in Dunley. Because I am missing the Dark Magus gloves, and I would love to get the blueprints for those, even if they're becoming obsolete soon. I do see the writing on the wall of this poll that you guys want the new brute to be a servant. My only hesitation with that, of course, is I didn't actually have the materials to make another set of gear for a brute. Like, I ran out of wool. I guess I do have some cloth that I'll be able to turn into wool thread, because I'm making a lot of coarse thread back home. But making a fresh set of gear for this new guy might be a bit, might take a minute. So with these weapons, you can salvage them into silver coin. So I'm essentially turning copper into silver in an indirect way here, which is why I bought that. I can always give the gear I won't need to him. True. I just don't have any that fits that description at the moment. Thank you for tuning in to V-Rising, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I'm trying to avoid backseating and spoilers. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vampires.